Well, how's it going, y'all? This is Nico here with Our Brown Farmhouse. Egypt's at a summer reading camp right now, and the librarian actually personally called us and asked if Egypt would be interested in going because Egypt loves to read, and her librarian loves her. Sahara's at a preschool event as well. So the girl should be home later. I'm sure you hear the rain in the background. I actually have a lot that I wanted to accomplish today. Hopefully the rain doesn't deter me from being able to do that, but it's not looking good as of right now. So yeah, it's probably going to be a little bit later in the day before I could get to my project. So later in the day for me, but probably seconds for y'all. See you in a little bit. All right, y'all, this is like 3 hours later. It finally stopped raining, but you can see how windy it was. I gotta fix that. So now I can finally get to my projects. But we had a breakout last night, y'all, and that's never happened on our farm. So I have to figure out what happened. But oh, it looks like right here the goats. I don't know if Achilles knocked it out or the goats did. Oh, and it's starting to rain again, y'all. And when it rains, the goats run for cover. Watch this. So this is the stall they have access to. So when it begins to rain, they all run for cover in here. Man, I thought I was good. All right, so I just fixed this. But what happens is Achilles bumps into this, and over time it gets loose enough to where it might fall down. But the goats never escaped from here, so that was a first. But I heard someone in here going head to head. Mama goat, was that you? Yeah. I think it was you and Latte, because she's looking at me like, sorry. But they left evidence, y'all. So if you look at the ground here, are you seeing what I'm seeing on the ground? Oh, goodness. They left evidence everywhere that they were in here overnight. But, and look, even over here. But luckily, the food wasn't, they weren't able to get into the food, which I expect that. Everything's, as y'all know, nice, neat, clean, organized, lids on tight. Is very intentional. Imagine if we were not clean or intentional with how we store our food. The goats get out and they're able to get into chicken feed. So if you weren't aware, chicken feed, for example, can lead to bloat in goats, which can be very deadly. So being organized and clean saved the day. Alrighty, gonna get this shepherd's hook and use that to fix this right here. Bam. That's easy. So now that's fixed. I just fixed the one on the cow shelter and the one on the front gate right there. The one on the front gate, you see the wind messed that one up as well. So gonna fix that one really quick. All right, y'all. So this is what we're currently feeding our peacocks. Peacock and peahen, for those that like to be very specific. It's a flock raiser. It is made by Purina, but we haven't had any issues. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill this into their bin. I'm gonna take a bucket of it over there. After I clean out their feeder, build the cover to protect it from the rain, I'm gonna fill it with some fresh food for them. All right, as I'm walking up to the gate to fix this, I'm gonna show y'all these bottle brush trees because once again, they are blooming and they look amazing. So let's fix this and then we'll walk on over so I can show you what we got going on. So easy fix here. Just push that back through just like so. So it's good to go now. But here's the first bottle brush. A lot of the blooms that I was showing off in the previous video are now blooming. And just, I mean, look at that, y'all. I love how red. Now, the bottle brush comes in a bush variety, and it comes in many tree varieties. Of course, it should be obvious that our variety is what is known as the weeping. Looks like a weeping tree. We've had some comments about that, so thought I would show that off. But just about all of the crepe myrtles are blooming right now as well. You can see all the way down, so thought I would update there. And let's check out the other side, y'all. So here's the other bottle brush. Once again, weeping. And there's a lot of blooms on here that are about to take off. So you can see this side is about to get going, but this other side already has some very beautiful blooms that have already started blooming. Look at this. You see, this is what it looks like when you know it's about to bloom. And then this is the after. How beautiful is that? So very, very, very beautiful tree. Similar to the other side, all of these crepe myrtles are blooming as well. Hey, Achilles. And my cat dog, Tucker. Should have known he wasn't too far behind. Hey, Tuck. What's up, man? Oh, yeah, giving me some loving. So you can see the wind got to this as well. Quick fix. The rain and storms, y'all, have been crazy. Did y'all follow me over here? Dinner time's not for another couple of hours, y'all. I don't have anything right now. Y'all saw this bucket over here. That's what that was. But this bucket's for the peacocks. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and enter Graceland to check on this feeder, and also so y'all can better understand what it is I'm talking about as I'm relaying what's going on with the feeder. So, as you can see down in here, the food itself isn't that bad right now, but the flies have been crazy. So here's their fly trap, just full of flies. One of the main issues is water does get down in there and messes up their food. And you can see that's all from the flies. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean this up. I'm going to get that food out because, as y'all know, I'm about to put fresh food. I'm going to clean their waterer. And then I'm going to build something that comes up, goes over and down, has enough head clearance for the peacocks to still get in here and eat, but is blocking the rain. As you can see up here, this blocks the rain. This is something I built originally. So it keeps it nice and dry. But I want to make sure it's not getting wet down there. So, yeah. And although it's raining right now, I'm sure you can hear it. Under this tarp, I'm nice and dry, as are the peacocks when they're in here, which is why we put this roof on this section so they have a place to stay out of the water. All right, y'all. So what I'm about to do next is about to clean that section out. After I clean it, we're going to go to wood shop class. We're going to go ahead and build that cover, refill it, and we'll be on to the next project. Let's go.
Fiddle tunes and homemade booze, but it always goes too far. Shooting pool, crack a jack, take off now and don't look back. But hey, don't you wanna play? Hold on, sugar, why you look so sad?
Let me show y'all a little bit closer the final product. So, as you can see, remember this was all dirty. The outside was all dirty. It's nice and clean now. Not really worried about up here. one of my learnings since we've got the peacocks is that they actually don't eat that much food, especially when you take into consideration that we feed them greens. As y'all know, we give them mealworms. So filling that feeder all the way to the top is a waste of our resources because they don't eat that much feed. So I think what I'm gonna start doing is just filling it up a third of the way, so there's not that much feed just sitting there with the potential of getting messed up. And just check on it once a week or so. But I guarantee you, even filling it a third of the way, they're not eating that much food, or they're not eating that quickly. So we should be good. All right, so this is what I'm working with, y'all. I have 4 steaks and all of this just wood that I just have. I always save, you know, my cuts that I feel like I could do something with. Over here in this corner, in this section, nice and together, I have all of the extra things that I may need at any point. So there's no plans. I'm just gonna try to throw this together. So let's just make some magic happen and come along for the ride.
You say you are lost and you're in need of some advice. I'll try to be honest, though it's easier to lie. And you can say that I'm crazy, that you're thinking already, but I'm telling you, baby, get up and get out, 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 get up and get out. It's okay to be broken. It's okay to laugh and cry. 'Cause when you try to see the problem, that means you figure it out. And you can say that I'm crazy, that you're thinking already, but I'm telling you, baby, yeah. Get up and get out. Get up and get out. Yeah. And you can say that I'm crazy, that you're thinking already, but I'm telling you, baby.
All right, y'all, this is the final product. Once again, no plans, nothing fancy. Just meant to make sure their food can't get wet. Water happens to come in, it'll run off the top, far away from the food. It's covered on the sides, so even if there's prevailing wind, which water shouldn't be able to get in there like that because one side's blocked by the shop. Another side has tarp on it. There's a root, like there's things that should block, prevailing or sideways rain, but it's only one way to find out if this truly works, and that's to get it installed and just pay attention to it. Let me know in the comments below how y'all think this turned out. Just a quick build. Nothing too crazy, I don't think. All right, let's go. This is a moment, y'all. You should be able to see over the course of time since we've had Elvis and Priscilla. That's Elvis on the right, Priscilla on the left. They've really warmed up to us. Now when we come around now, notice they're not running, they're not flying up high to get away, none of that. They now understand that when we come around, it means good things. We may have food for them, snacks for them. We're just going to come stand and be in their presence. So very happy to report that. But let's talk about this build. So as y'all know, when I originally built this aviary, I put this over top to stop water from getting in from the top. That's worked. We now have this. So that's the build. You can see the angle of it. So water will hit the top and run off the front of it, which has a small overhang. It's fitted so they can't cut themselves on any of the metal. And this should be more than enough clearance for them to get in there, get their food, and get out. And once again, it's staying dry. As you can see, there's food in there. As I said, I only filled it 1/3 of the way to ensure that we're not wasting food. So we'll just check on it and fill it as needed. So that was like 1/4 of the bucket worth of food. So I know that moving forward. We have on both sides that wood right there. So that should stop water from being able to get in from the sides. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this build. I'm about to clean out their water. You notice that's not here, put it back in here. Then on to the final project I have for today outside. Also want to add, we could call this prototype 1. If this really works out, then I think I'm gonna come back in all the wood, paint it white or black, but most likely white, and go from there. Can't wait to see if they figure it out and go in there and get their food. I have some mealworms for Elvis and Priscilla, who are still over there eating and enjoying their time. Hey, I say prototype 1 is a success. We can see, who is that? That's Elvis in there eating. Once again, mission accomplished, y'all. But I'm going to go over here and come over into this section. And look, they already know. See what I mean? They know that when we come around, it means good things. So I'm gonna go ahead and sprinkle it out for them. When we first got them, they would have been gone, y'all. So this is a good sign. And not only is this a good sign because they're warming up to us, but as they continue to warm up to us, we would love nothing more than for them to be free range on our property. We know whenever they have pea chicks, because it's the only property they'll ever know, that our pea chicks should be able to be free range on our property. But we would love for Elvis and Priscilla to be free range and just keep a door open and they go in there when they want to. But most likely they'll just probably sleep on top of like Zeus's house or Frankie's house or something like that. Even our house. We have these big, beautiful oaks. They'll probably sleep very high in a tree. That's what peacocks like to do. And then we could always repurpose that aviary for future animals, whether it's more chickens, pigeons, just any type of bird that would need an aviary. But regardless of who lives in there, it's always going to be called Graceland.
Okay guys, so we are hosing down Chick's water. It looks like it's not water. It is.
Yeah, it gets pretty dirty now with the Gosling in there. Tucker. He wants some loving. And so does Achilles. Look at him. Handsome boy. All right, let's get the hosey. And then let's turn off the hose. And look, y'all, it's clean now. So we can put more water for him. Hi, Sahara.
Hi.
What you got?
I got rainbow boots. The cow paper helped me put the rainbow boots on.
Oh, wow.
I got some magic.
You got magic?
Yeah.
You're a very magical girl.
Yep.
So now we got the water back on. And now she's filling up the food. And then we're going to add some more water. Look at them. They're so cute.
Now that the food's good, I'm gonna add some water. But before we do that, let's check their pad and see how good they're doing on that. Okay, so they did a lot of poopsies because we sure did clean it when I got back from camp, so yeah.
Yeah, she got back like 2 hours ago. That's funny. Maybe one more cup.
Maybe like 2. Okay, like half a cup.
So we've been liking to take them out just so they get familiar with us, so then that way they're not like timid and scared of us whenever we do start bringing them outside. And look at one of those little chicks.
Esther, come here.
Esther, you want to hold it?
No.
No, you don't want to hold it?
You're just gonna hold it.
And y'all, we uncovered the other day, someone, we don't know who, did not latch the brooder all the way and they got out. And they were walking all over and it was really funny, but it was not fun cleaning up the poop after them. Look at somebody dancing over there. I don't know if y'all see that or not, but she's always having a dance party.
Your wings are so long. They're beautiful too.
They are.
You're gonna be a pretty guy or a female. It like has some like gray. It has gray wings or something. That's gorgeous. I think this is a male. I'm going with 2 females and 1 male.
That's what you think? Look how pretty.
I mean, like, aren't the smallest the females?
Sometimes it depends.
I don't want y'all to get out this time. Because I had to chase that one and almost went behind there. You're such a cutie.
And he is just amazed at Egypt, so he is just watching her. And you can tell he's really curious about what's happening with these birds.
Just got peed on. Okay, this is a swimming pool. Come jump in it. No? Okay, we'll work on that.
Yeah, this one's not as adventurous. It'll stay close usually.
Just like Pharaoh. Imagine we just got Pharaoh a little pet duck. Baby duck.
All right, guys, so now that we're done with the chicks and the Gosling, Egypt and I are gonna go blow the barn because, dun, 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 when the goats got out this morning, what did they do, Egypt?
Pooped all over the barn.
They pooped all over the barn, and we can't have that.
Achilles did good herding them in.
Yeah, Achilles did a great job. And y'all, look, I don't know if you can see the height, but we've been getting so much rain. Nico just cut the grass again, and
we saw
it's already high. And y'all, look who's watching us. WB, because he's ready to eat. We're gonna feed you, boy. Let us knock these chores out real quick. He's so funny. He's like, hurry before it rains.
Oh, baby, don't cry. Don't cry. 'Cause there's always tomorrow. Yeah. Oh, if I could fly, ooh, I would be with you every second of my life. Sometimes it's
All right, let's see. E just said she just finished. Let me check it out, E. It looks good, girl. It's back to the standard, huh? Y'all don't be coming out tonight now and having a party. I know they weren't dancing in the rain, but as soon as it stopped, they were probably like, let's go out there. Come on. That grass looks nice and luscious, huh? Look, Kara's already sticking her head through. She's funny. All right, ladies.
of my life. I know your world is hollow. Yeah. 'Cause I can see it in your eyes. Oh yeah. But there is no need for sorrow. 'Cause I will be with you every second of my life. Sometimes it's just another day to get through. But it's not easy when you're blind from the truth. Oh, darling, let me be your mountain. 'Cause this is my call. Oh, I wanna be with you every second I got. Ooh, I got. Gonna make it alright. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Even if you're down under the ocean floor, yeah, I'm gonna make it alright. Ooh, baby, don't cry. Don't cry. 'Cause there's always.
All right, y'all, this tarp is up. You can see, I mean, far heavier duty, a thicker mill. We have it all hooked up, attached. I feel good about this one, y'all. A fly check, in case you're wondering. Fly is still getting caught. I'm gonna have to empty this thing out soon, y'all. That's all black. That's a ton of flies, oh my God. It's working. And I can tell it's working because before we had it on there, the flies were just unbearable. So, I think it looks really good. I may come back and like tighten it on this end just to get a little bit more taut, but I like it and not worried at all about this one ripping or breaking, so good stuff. All right, quick update, y'all. Have that roof on that the water could run off of. Here's the tarp that was broken. I just put it up on the side so it can attempt to stop the north wind. Once again, this is the one that broke on the other corners. Enough wind, I'm pretty sure, to break. And I think I'll just buy a better tarp. I may go ahead and order it because I like that. It's going to stop that north wind, or at least break it. Yeah, a little impromptu shelter. If you remember from one of my maybe 2 or 3 videos ago, this section right here is all shade during the day because of this big old tree. So we don't need this, but I'm sure it's great to have. Where that little wallow is, before the previous tarp, that one broke where the pigs were lying down, so they like this area.
Y'all, the whole time Nico started making that noise, and even when I just gave him to Egypt so I could unscrew the water, look at Pharaoh. Knocked out. knocked out cold. Sound asleep. Milk wasted, we call it. So we just got the lid off of the pickle barrel. That's what I call it. It was technically not, it was olives, but you know, tomato. Not really, but yeah.
Not really.
She said not really. You're so funny.
I'm knocking those Z's now.
All right, so we got the water going, and hopefully it fills up pretty quickly because, as you can see, the trees are moving, and we have more rain coming through. So we're trying to knock out all of our things pretty quickly today, since it's been storming on and off. And look at those clouds coming in.
It rains hard at camp.
It did, huh?
I mean, it wasn't raining hard. It was just like, it was kind of raining hard and like fast at the same time. Look at Mike, majestic.
He is very majestic, isn't he? Look at him.
I've been giving them speeches about how to get the ladies.
You've been giving him, what would you tell Mike? What's your advice for him?
Get whatever lady you want. And I told Oreo, get that beard longer. I told Peanut Butter.
You told Oreo to get his beard longer for him to get the ladies?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got to work on his beard game, huh?
And I just told, I mean, Peanut Butter don't really need no nothing.
Yeah, he's very majestic too, like Mike. Yeah. I think Peanut Butter and Mike, they got it going on.
They don't really need speeches. Technically, just Oreo. Sadly, this year, Oreo did not get any girls.
Nope.
Peanut Butter got his girl.
And so did Mike. Mike got quite a few.
And Peanut Butter...
Well, I almost stepped in this. And if you know anything from Girl Scout or Boy Scout days, Egypt, what does 5 leaves mean?
Poison ivy.
Yep, we're going to have to come and take care of this. It's going up this tree.
You're going to have to check all the trees if this one has it.
Who taught you about poison ivy recently, Egypt?
Miss Tanya.
Yep, when we were in Oklahoma, Egypt was nervous about stepping on some of the things when we were at the courthouse, and she was able to teach her what does poison ivy look like. Hi, Esther.
Ow.
You drinking, girl? Let me get Leroy getting big. Leroy, I don't know if you're gonna fit in that feeder much longer, dude. Y'all got distracted and look, just in the nick of time. I may have to let some out or let them drink a little bit before I put the lid back on, but that filled up pretty quickly. And next up is to fill up their bathtub. You can see Leroy's excitement. Thought about it. He's like, should I get in there? I think he's interested. Y'all look at the boys. They're curious because Esther is along the fence line picking flowers, making noises. So they were like, what's happening over there? Let's go check that out.
He's also cooking grass. Something the ghosts love. Even though people say ghosts don't eat grass, but they actually do eat grass.
They do. And they're probably like, man, let us get some of this water before Zeus comes in and muddies it up, huh?